is their tendency to rebound well. They clean the glass.
Oh, yeah. Every rebound is going to be contested tonight, and those extra chances can really make or break your opponent. So that's a stat to keep a close eye on in this one.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Nelson. Jackson, that's good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now, here is Nelson. For the three, Chandler. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. This one for three. And it's Nelson. That time on the assist by Jokic.
The point guard, Nelson, an effective three-point shooter because he understands when to take that shot.
Harris, a screen on Nelson. Outside Jackson. The Pistons rebound. Here's Harris. Count that bucket.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Nelson against Jackson. Nelson, the pass to Chandler. Inside, here's Jokic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Chandler.
Smart play, capitalizing close at the rim.
And here's Jackson. Last game he had 13. Caldwell Pope left side. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, it just looks prettier from the corner, especially when Caldwell Pope lets it go.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Chandler. Uncovered. And Baines pulls it down.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Jackson looking around. Out to the right wing. Baines passes to Harris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got his second basket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Jokic. Chandler right side. Harris outside. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Nelson. Rebound, Detroit. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten a win.
Now Jackson, following Jameer Nelson's three-point attempt. Harris misses.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nelson finds Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You have to find Nikola Jokic fascinating. The uniqueness of his skill set makes him an unpredictable element on the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
First one falls for him. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Morris is checked in for the Pistons. Both shots good from the stripe.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way
to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. And Greg, looking at the standings early on in this season, what would you tell teams that have gotten off to a rough start?
That it's a marathon and not a sprint. There's no reason to panic and look to make big changes yet. Plenty of time to come together and right the ship.
And he can't get the first one.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
Good on the second free throw. The Nuggets trail by 3. Nelson with it. From deep. That's good from Harris on the assist by Nelson.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch-and-shoot jumper right there. And I'll tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside Jackson. From outside the arc. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up with the Nuggets. Poked loose. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Pistons fast break. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And defense just can't keep up with Jackson. His quickness is what ensures the success of that fast break.
Nelson outside. Gallinari against Harris. And Gallinari kicks to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Gallinari dishes to Fareed. Nelson from outside. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Harris passes to Caldwell Pope. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Marjanovic, a screen on Nelson. There's Jackson with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Nelson kicks to Harris. Jokic with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And Jokic throws it down.
At nearly 7 feet tall, Jokic is a major threat inside, especially that close to the rim.
Nelson against Jackson. And the layup falls. Jackson's got 9.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
In time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Pistons lead by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And the Pistons with possession here. 3-point lead. Morris outside. Here's Jackson. Down low. Here's Collins. Great D that time from Nurkic. Denver with the ball. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, Clark, the question most folks are wondering, can the Cavaliers go back-to-back?
It's so hard to do that, Kevin. You've seen it historically. Very few teams can. But anytime you have LeBron James, who seems to be ageless, then you've got a chance to win it again. The rest of the East, though, is not standing pat. They're getting better.
He misses the free throw.
Look, when you talk about Jamal Murray, the scoring potential off the charts. I mean, he's got every offensive tool that you'd want in a guard.
And he sinks the second.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Pass to Baines. On the wing, Morris. Here's Newman. He's guarded by Chandler. The shot by Newman, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the aggressiveness of Chandler. When he gets good inside position, he goes up strong to get the call.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Newman. Murray against Jackson. Collins a screen on Murray. Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 11.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Jokic sets the screen for Gallinari. The 3. Rebound, Detroit. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Fires for 3. The shot by Newman, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Gallinari up top, covered by Baines. Chandler the pass to Jokic. To the inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Jokic.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Marjanovic checked in for the Pistons. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Pistons second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Detroit with the ball. Collins finds Marjanovic. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Newman. He's covered by Murray. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Beasley's checked in for Denver. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. Here's Newman. Out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson from long range. Kenneth Faried pulls it in. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's stolen by Morris. To the paint. Here's Collins. And Faried sends it back.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Faried has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
And you love the floor recognition there, proving he's willing to give it up to open teammates.
Jackson passes to Morris. Outside Jackson. Back to Morris. Kenneth Faried grabs the board. Denver in the lead. Beasley left side. Can't connect from short range. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Marjanovic. On the wing, Jackson. Morris with the screen for Jackson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Faried finds Gallinari. Here's Jokic. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Good work. Jokic using his size there to get that offensive rebound.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. Gary Harris comes in for Malik Beasley. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Jamal Murray. Detroit also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Collins. Harris comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Newman. To the middle, Jokic with the steal. And here we go with Chandler running it up the court. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, hard to guard against the length and athleticism of Chandler. I mean, he's good at drawing these fouls.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Denver.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Free throw, Chandler.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Jackson. He's got 11. Harris a screen on Nelson. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Chandler. Back to Nelson. Just 5 to shoot. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Jokic, no good. Pistons trail by 5. Caldwell Pope outside. Now here's Jackson. Marjanovic, a screen on Nelson. Here's Jackson. And just miss after miss right now. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Denver on top. They're up by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And you know what? Without DeRozan, their rotation looks a lot different. Look, he carries a heavy load at the offensive end, and there are plenty of chances for other guys to get more.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Pistons.
Look at the rebounding number.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to say
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Now here's Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. Some solid defense from Harris. Denver leading by 5. Chandler finds Nelson. Back to Chandler. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tobias Harris. Last year, getting it done. Came in about 14 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Now here's Jackson. 11 points in the game. Now Baines, and it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's his first foul. And here's Caldwell Pope. Marjanovic, a screen on Harris. Down low. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Marjanovic.
Terrific work off the screen.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Second in rebounding. And they were in the top 10 in terms of fewest turnovers. Really good passing and ball handling group that they had last season.
And you just mentioned it. What a year it was for them on the glass. The sheer effort and energy they put into their rebounding was tremendous. Chandler, no good. Pistons trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Jackson. Marjanovic with a screen for Jackson. He takes it in. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now, here is Nelson. Pass to Chandler. Over Caldwell Pope. A rebound by Marjanovic.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
They now take the lead. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to talk to his guys. Nurkic checked in for Nikola Jokic. Nelson with it. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. For three. Rebound by the Pistons. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Jackson against Nelson. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Fareed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson against Nelson. Here's Harris. Back to Nelson. Pass to Harris. Can they get it? The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Nelson against Jackson. Now Harris. Harris draws the double. Marjanovic with a screen for Jackson. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Nelson. Fareed outside. Out to Nelson. Over Jackson. And another miss by Denver. The Pistons leading. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. Harris outside. That 3 off the mark. For Denver, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Nelson against Jackson. Fareed outside. On the wing, Harris. Back to Fareed. And here's Chandler from the arc. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nelson against Jackson. 1:10 left in the third quarter.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Miller's checked in for Reed. Gallinari comes in for Chandler. And it's Jamal Murray in for Jameer Nelson. Now here's Murray. Back to Gallinari. Will it go? And another miss by Denver. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Murray. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
For the tie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Harris.
Outstanding move by Murray inside, showing no regard for the tough defense.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Smith is checked in. Outside Jackson. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Off with the layup. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pistons lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right now. Let's take a look at our assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Murray, good.
Murray already a capable shooter from deep. I think the more shots he takes like this, the better he'll become at it.
Morris passes to Newman. To the inside. Here's Collins. Jokic grabs the miss. And so Miller will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. A 2-point game. Pass to Murray. The 3 ball. Here's Jokic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Morris outside. Smith on the wing. Morris kicks to Jackson. Collins a screen on Murray. There's Jackson with the 3. Offensive rebound.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Jokic sets the screen for Gallinari. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now an 8-point Nugget lead.
Gallinari makes plenty of threes, and those set up his drives.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pistons talked to his team during the break. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. The Pistons working the ball around now. Collins a screen on Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson passes to Smith to stop the run.
Nurkic with great size at just about 7 feet.
And it's Smith missing. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Nurkic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. And the Nuggets with some changes. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Gary Harris comes in for Miller, and Nelson is subbed in for Murray. Detroit also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Collins. Harris comes in for Smith, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Newman. A 3 from Morris. Drops in the tray. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Nelson, the pass to Gallinari. Jokic with the screen on Harris. And it's Jokic in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Harris against Harris. That one goes. Count it. Now just a 3-point Denver lead.
The bigger the moment, the more Harris wants the ball. Big time shot there. And he's comfortable in that role.
Here's Jokic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Timeout, Pistons. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. And a switcher also for Detroit. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Morris. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Caldwell Pope outside. On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Marjanovic. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Just what they needed. Able to find some points and build some momentum.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Nelson, the pass to Jokic. To the right side. Nelson finds Jokic. Detroit with the rebound. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Nelson looking around. Here's Jokic, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Pistons trail by 3. Now here's Jackson. Over Nelson. Jackson misses. And so it's Nelson with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. 1:02 left in the game. Good! 54 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Timeout, Pistons. .50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jackson kicks to Marjanovic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Coming up extra large when they need it.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Detroit with the rebound.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
To tie it up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Over Nelson. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And so it's Detroit with it. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the